It was a bright February morning in Studio 1A, the kind where the lights feel warmer than usual and the coffee seems to steam a little longer under the cameras. Viewers tuning into the fourth hour of Today expected the usual rhythm: light banter, a celebrity guest, maybe a book recommendation. Instead, they watched Jenna Hager pause mid-segment, her voice unsteady but deliberate. The topic was her longtime colleague and friend, Savannah Guthrie, whose family has been navigating a deeply painful season following her mother's disappearance. What Jenna offered was not gossip nor accusation. It was something more fragile: reflection. She spoke about friendship under pressure, about the invisible weight women carry in public life, and about a private moment years ago when they promised to be honest with each other, even when honesty felt uncomfortable. The studio fell unusually quiet, beyond the clickbait headlines. Within hours, clips of the segment circulated online with dramatic captions suggesting revelations and hidden truths. But those who watched the full conversation understood it differently. Jenna did not expose secrets or betray confidences. Instead, she described a night in 2019 when both women were grappling with professional scrutiny and personal doubt. Criticism had been loud and expectations louder. Jenna recalled feeling overwhelmed by public commentary about privilege and career legitimacy. Savannah, steady but perceptive, challenged her gently: "Own your story. Don't outrun it." In return, Jenna sensed Savannah was carrying her own unspoken burdens. The exchange, as Jenna framed it, became a turning point. It was less about scandal and more about solidarity. Two women deciding to support one another in an industry that often thrives on comparison rather than compassion. Jenna's roots and resilience. To understand why her words resonated, it helps to consider Jenna's journey. As the daughter of George W. Bush and Laura Bush, Jenna grew up in extraordinary circumstances. The White House years brought visibility and scrutiny at an age when most young adults are still finding their footing. She has spoken openly about youthful missteps, about learning accountability in full public view, and about discovering purpose beyond headlines. Before television, she taught in underserved communities and worked on literacy initiatives abroad. Those experiences shaped her voice: warm but candid, empathetic yet direct. By the time she joined the fourth hour permanently, she carried both privilege and perspective, aware that her laughter and relatability were earned through growth rather than granted by name alone. Savannah's steady presence. Savannah's path, though different, has also been marked by perseverance. Raised in Tucson, she built her journalism career from local reporting to national prominence through discipline and credibility. Over time, she became one of the defining anchors of Today, guiding audiences through political debates, cultural shifts, and breaking news with calm authority. Her memoir, Mostly What God Does, offered readers a glimpse into her spiritual grounding and the private challenges behind public success. In recent weeks, as concern for her mother intensified, viewers noticed a quieter Savannah, measured, reflective, and visibly carrying grief. Jenna's on-air acknowledgement did not attempt to explain that grief. Instead, it honored it, reminding audiences that strength does not eliminate vulnerability. Friendship in the spotlight morning television often creates the illusion of effortless chemistry. Yet genuine friendship behind the desk requires intention. Jenna described years of shared milestones, children's birthdays, professional triumphs, and moments of personal loss. She recalled cheering Savannah through career milestones and receiving encouragement during her own creative risks. When tensions inevitably surfaced over airtime, ambition, or fatigue, they chose conversation over resentment. That 2019 promise to remove masks, as Jenna phrased it, symbolized their commitment to transparency, not transparency for headlines, but for healing. The honesty she referenced was not about secrets from the past. It was about acknowledging jealousy, fear, or insecurity before those emotions hardened into distance. In an industry built on performance, choosing authenticity is an act of quiet rebellion. the timing, and the questions. Some viewers wondered why Jenna chose this particular moment to speak. Savannah's family is navigating uncertainty, and public attention has been intense. Jenna addressed that indirectly, emphasizing that her intention was protection, not provocation. She wanted audiences to remember Savannah as a friend and human being, not merely a headline. The remarks were not tied to investigative details, nor did they speculate about unresolved matters. Instead, they reframed the narrative. Behind every anchor is a daughter, a mother, a spouse, and a friend. In doing so, Jenna shifted focus from rumor to relationship. Whether one interprets the timing as strategic or spontaneous, the tone was unmistakably sincere. Tears were present, but so was resolve. Public reaction and personal truth online responses were swift and varied. Many praised the vulnerability, describing the segment as refreshing in a media climate that often rewards spectacle. Others questioned whether deeply personal reflections belong in morning television, yet perhaps that tension reflects a broader cultural moment. Audiences crave authenticity but are wary of oversharing. Jenna's words walked that delicate line. She did not reveal confidences entrusted to her. She revealed her own growth. She acknowledged that both she and Savannah have made mistakes, navigated criticism, and evolved through discomfort. In doing so, she modeled something rare on live television: emotional literacy. Rather than defending or dramatizing, she demonstrated how friendship can withstand scrutiny when grounded in mutual respect. Two journeys, one understanding. Despite different backgrounds, one shaped by political legacy, the other by journalistic ascent, Jenna and Savannah share common threads. Both have balanced demanding careers with motherhood. Both have faced public commentary about choices, tone, and ambition. Both have spoken about faith as an anchor during uncertainty. Their bond appears rooted not in similarity of circumstance, but in shared resilience. Jenna's reflection suggested that their friendship matured precisely because it endured uncomfortable conversations. When one stumbled, the other steadied. When one questioned her worth, the other affirmed it. That reciprocal support, she implied, is what sustains them now. It is less dramatic than rumors suggest, but far more powerful in practice. What remains unsaid? Importantly, Jenna avoided discussing ongoing investigative matters involving Savannah's family. She did not speculate, accuse, or hint at hidden conflicts. The so-called truth she referenced was emotional rather than sensational. It was the truth that women in high-profile roles often feel pressure to appear invincible. It was the truth that friendship requires humility, and it was the truth that public figures grieve privately, even when cameras never turn off. By centering those themes, she redirected attention from intrigue to empathy. In a landscape saturated with conjecture, restraint can be radical, a moment that invites reflection. At 44, Jenna framed her comments as part of personal evolution, a willingness to speak candidly about lessons learned rather than hide behind charm. For viewers, the segment became an invitation to consider their own relationships. How often do we promise honesty but retreat into politeness? How often do we assume strength means silence? Whether one watches for headlines or heartfelt conversation, the exchange offered something quieter but enduring, a reminder that growth rarely happens in isolation. As Savannah continues facing a deeply personal chapter, the public may debate timing and intention, but what unfolded that morning was, at its core, a testament to friendship, imperfect, evolving, and resilient enough to hold both truth and tenderness at once.